So I haven't thought through what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. I hope I use this episode to kind of like unravel what I'm about to say. I think I've thought about it before, but I don't know the direction it would go. So I was on my bed. I was like, Holy Spirit, help me, so that my need for validation will not override my need to serve. Or you can say it as, may my need to serve the world be greater, be more overwhelming than my need to seek for validation. Throughout my life, especially when I say like becoming privy or aware of what I wanted to do in my life, I never knew that validation or wanting people to see me or hear me or like me was a thing I struggled with. Like I struggled with it when it came to like relationships, friends, potential partners. I had problems with it, but I never knew that it was something that would segue or go into my career or my work life. And more so than ever, especially in this, last 2 weeks of February, I'm just like, I don't like it. Like I can feel like when I do something, when I say something, or when I be something, I can feel that I'm waiting around for someone to tap me and say, oh, that thing you did was great. But I know better. I know that what really matters is, was I being truthful? Was I honest with what was happening? Did I enjoy myself while I was doing what I was doing? That another person saying that was good is secondary, not the most primary or basic thing I should be looking out for. I know all of that, but I can't deny the fact or invalidate the fact that there is still that thing there waiting for people to acknowledge my presence. And it's just like, I'm going to acknowledge you. I see you. I hear you. I see that you're here. And even while we're working to get rid of you, may my desire to impact the world, to tell stories, to say my truth, not my truth, to say the truth, override my need to be liked, override my need to, for people to pat me on the back and say, oh, this was great. But my need to do what is right be more than that. May the only validation that I seek be, well done, good and faithful servant. That is what God will tell each and every one of us when we are on Judgment Day, right? I hate it so much. I dislike it. And it's kind of like something I flirt with every time. This thing of, oh, let's just wait around a little bit. Maybe somebody will finally notice. But I wasn't being subtle. I was loud with my presence. I was rambunctious. I was loud. I put work into this thing. So why is nobody noticing it? And then you actively go to seek for it. And do you know what happens in the waiting to get validation? Is that you start morphing yourself into what you're not. You start diluting your personality. You start editing what you're saying. Maybe if I say it like this, they will now come and say something to me. But you're already lying to yourself. You're already lying to the world. You're already lying to people. And I get that need to be liked. It's something that everybody wants. And every day I have to constantly remind myself that thechinwendu, you are here to lead, not to be liked. You are here to tell the truth, not to be liked. You are here to have that difficult conversation, not to be liked. In the radio station, it's like, a lot of men will not like me. And maybe some women, some older people will not like me. Because I'm the kind of person that I've always thought about things. I've always wondered about things. Even before I knew what feminism was, I was already exhibiting feministic traits, if that makes sense. And when I knew better, or when I found words that kind of articulated what I knew, I owned it with all my chest. And while I'm a feminist, there is no extremity to it. I'm still empathetic, considerate, very open to have conversations around women, men, gender, Christianity, Islam, things that are polar opposites of who I am. Another example is, there is nothing that justifies cheating in my eyes. Cheating is one thing I detest with my entire life, with everything in me. And I do not hesitate to say it on my radio programs. Imagine if all the men listening to me are cheats. They will hate me. But what if I wanted them to like me? I would say something that is palatable to them, something that will be delicious to them. But I know the truth. I know that cheating is not something that should be made normal. Getting married to a woman based on just her domestic value is not the only thing you should be looking out for when you're getting married to a woman. Or you want to marry a woman because you're looking for who will cook for you, who will wash for you. What the hell? She's not a slave. She's a human being that has the potential to do other things. So your raison d'etre for your wife should go beyond domestic values. It should be emotional to spiritual, physical, all round. And then you also see that person as a human being before the woman you're marrying. And the same thing goes for, women too. I judge you if the only reason why you're getting married to that man is because of money. It does not make sense. There should be more substance to that person than just money. There should be more substance to the man than just what he can provide for you. Is he spiritually inclined? Can he hold a conversation? Does he love you? Does he love God? Those are also important, like money. So there are some things that I'm really passionate about. I'll still do an episode on rape. I want to have a deeper, open, wider view on rape, because rape is one sensitive topic that I think a lot of people haven't understood, and I think a lot of people haven't seen how rape is a crime. And you know how in the society we expect people to just know things like, oh, don't rape anybody. Oh, it's but it's sex. What is there? It's not just sex. It's a crime. But I want to use another episode to explain what I'm just trying to say is that, you know how in the society we expect people to know things like how to comfort those that are grieving, or how to, move on from that boyfriend, or we expect a lot of people to know that some things are criminal. Rape, for example. And I don't think any school has taught us as a society how rape can be a crime. So I'll do the honors to just help you in case if you're in that mindset of say, what if the girl did this and then it now triggered the man to, don't worry. I'll break it down for you to understand how criminal it is. No matter how seductive or flirtatious the girl was to you, so long as she didn't give you consent, it's still a crime. I would explain it for you in a later episode. So there are things that, I'm getting involved now in gender-based violence. It's something I'm getting very, very passionate about. I want to create stories around it. I want to create hotlines around it. I want people to be involved. I want to solve real problems. And that is service to me. But then there's this other part of me that is yearning for feedback, that is yearning for people to see that, she's actually doing something. Talk about it. But when it's not forthcoming, do you stop serving? Do you stop telling the stories that you're meant to tell? Do you stop, reaching out to the people that you're meant to reach out? Do you stop helping? Do you stop impacting? Because nobody's seeing or acknowledging what you're doing. This is not an episode to tell you, oh, this is how to not have it. I mean, we can know how to not have it, but we can't invalidate the fact that it will be there anyways. So it has become a prayer point for me. That when I'm stuck in that rut of, oh my gosh, I want someone to really tell me that this thing I'm doing, I'm not being aimless about it. Even when there's no encouragement coming or there's nobody noticing what I'm doing, there's no pat on my back, there's no money coming forth from this thing. There is no some sort of validation. May I be content with the fact that every day I wake up and I serve humanity. May service be more fulfilling for me. And may I not rely on people's validation. Because then the same people that validate you, they have the ability to break you. Because if you build your identity on their validation, boy oh boy, when they come with their criticism, how high you were on their validation, That is how low you would be when they criticize you. Hold on. My rice is on fire. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. They say another thing that happens with validation is that when someone validates you and you see it as something you need to form your life on. So because this person validated you, you start to worship them or you start to draw close to them. When they do wrong, you can't tell them the truth, because if you tell them the truth, you know that that validation, that thing you built your life on, or your identity or your sense of worth on, will be taken away. So you're scared to say the truth now because you have built your work or your life on the validation of people. And it also happens with me on my radio programs. So these guys, they will just say, oh, I love how you presented your program. Oh, you're a good host. You have a good voice. You have a good voice. And then they call you on the show, and because they feel like you have built like a camaraderie with them, because they think that you're friends with them now, because, you know, when they praised you, you were like, oh, thank you. That's really sweet of you, blah, blah, blah. They don't feel like they can do anyhow on your show. And you will not put them in their place, because it's like, oh, but this person praised me before, so why should I put them in their place? You have already started editing yourself, started diluting yourself again. Rudyard Kipling, in the poem If, would say, victory and failure, treat both of them as impostors. If you can treat both victory and success as an imposter, that's the beginning of freedom. Because none of them has the ability to control you anymore. None of them has the ability to tell you what to do, how to feel, or how to behave. You do, you serve. Whether or not you're winning or you're failing, you do anyways. And I want to get to that place. Like, I really am desperate. I'm obsessed with getting to that place. I was in that place in January because I didn't give a damn about what you said about me, good or bad. I just did my thing. And February came, something happened. I was just like, I became conscious again. Just like, I do not like being conscious. I just want to be, have fun, do, laugh, say whatever it is I want to say the truth. That's what I want to be. That's where I want to be. So really, our biggest prayer should be, may our desire to serve humanity be bigger than our desire to be liked. I'm rooting for you, okay?